to move.
Martha, don't you move.
Move.
Boom, 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 boom. Now tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to run. When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you. Tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to hide. When judgment comes for you, 'cause it's gonna come for you.
Looking for water, easy, see something jolly. Little boo got him, and I'm gonna miss everybody out of roll and flow. Okay, look at the one flag and play for dust, and they play too deep for beats. Little legs I got to be. Tell me your feature the seats with it, please. Baby, by my grand, anywhere you can go.
God bless you, working on a plan to heaven. Follow the Lord on 24/7 days. God is who we praise, even though the devil's all up in my face, but he keeping me safe and in my place. Say grace to the gates of race, but I change the face of judge, and I got my soul with buzz. Grudge because there's no mercy for thugs. Ooh, what can I do? It's all about the family and how we grow. Can I get a witness? Let it unfold. We live in our lives, so we turn our soul. Hey, hey.
And we're praying, we're praying, we're praying, we're praying. Every day, every day, every day, every day. And we're praying, we're praying, we're praying, we're praying. Still with lace. Now follow me, Rostro. Whether it's till it's savage. Let's take a visit to the people that's long gone there. While he's there, terrible. Instead of keeping up with family. Exactly how many days we got lasting? While you laughing, we're passing the way. Cause I know I'ma meet you up at the crossroad. Y'all know never ever got love with them both looks baby. Long gone, really wish you could come home. But when it's time to die, gotta go bye-bye. All the little thug could do was cry. Why they kill my dog? Yeah, man, I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. And he shouldn't be gone in front of his home. When they did, the boo was wrong. Who's so wrong? Gotta hold on, gotta stay strong. When it comes, better believe on. Gotta show that you can lean on. And we pray, we pray, we pray, we pray. Every day, every day, every day, every day. And we pray, we pray, and we pray, and we pray. Every day. See you at the crossroads. See you at the crossroads. See you at the crossroads.
And I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody.
Living in a hateful world, sending me straight, that's how we roll. Living in a hateful world, sending me straight, that's how we roll. Living in a hateful world, sending me straight, that's how we roll. And that's in a good little YSI, he told me we lived in
What's up with that money, y'all? See my bigger cousin was home. Somebody really, everybody wanna test the stuff. And it's easy, instead of easy to fall. And nobody's sitting there cause he intended on that they didn't win any. Wanna come again and again. Tell me what you gonna do.
Can somebody, anybody tell me why? Hey, can somebody, anybody tell me why? We die, we die. I don't wanna die. Go wrong.
See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. So you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. So you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely.
What's up, everyone? This is your host, none other than Tanisha Davis, and you're tuned in to Stardom 100 Radio. Of course, shout outs to the legendary group Bone Thugs and Harmony with Crossroads. Every time I think of that song, it just really takes me to a sad place, knowing that at some point we all gotta leave here. You know, we don't know how we're gonna leave here, but we know that we gotta leave here. And today, you know, my heart goes out. Of course, you all know that over the weekend we lost a legendary basketball player, Kobe Bryant, along with his daughter, his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna Bryant. And there were a host of others. I think it was a total of 9 who were on the plane. Other families were lost during a terrible helicopter crash on Sunday. Sources are saying that the helicopter was flying kind of low, that it was really foggy that day, and that they encountered some problems due to the fog. And according to TMZ, that around 9:40 a.m. they encountered some seriously heavy fog, and the helicopter turned around south. They stated that this was very critical because they turned toward a mountainous area, and the pilot suddenly and rapidly climbed from about 1,200 feet up to 2,000 feet. However, moments later, around 9:45 a.m., they flew into a mountain at 1,700 feet. It's just so horrible. Every time I hear about tragedies, especially things like this, it's just horrible that, you know, they got up. They were planning to go to, I believe, a basketball camp. And to hear that something like this happened, you know, it just takes me back to, you know, Aaliyah and the crash that happened with Aaliyah. You know, this has truly affected people all over the world. It's just horrible. My heart goes out to Vanessa Bryant, his wife, his daughters that he left behind, just all of the Bryant family, including the families that were involved. This is just so sad, and it just reminds you that, you know, we hear this saying all the time, life is short, you know, and in situations like this, you could only think that this is the time to love, and hold close those that you love, you know, because 1 minute you can be here, you know, and the next minute you can be gone. You know, it's so sad, you know, that he worked so hard. He worked so hard all of his life to finally be able to retire and to spend time with family. He just had a baby last year, and to only be 41 years old and to go just like that. It's just so horrible that this happened. You know, it's like your heart just aches, and you're like, man, you wish that maybe they had drove a car, or maybe they just had took a bus or anything but get in that helicopter. It's just so heartbreaking, you know, to think of him and his baby, his daughter, you know, who was aspiring to be just like him. She was very talented, you know, and for that to be the end for them, like, that's just so sad. So my heart is out for, you know, his family, his wife, his children, you know, like, man, it truly was shocking. You know, I woke up to the news on social media via TMZ, as many of you did, and it was just like, oh my God, is this serious? You know, my first mind was, is this a joke? You know, are y'all pranking? You know, no way. It's not possible, because he had just got through congratulating LeBron. You know, like, that's not possible, you know. And yet to see more and more stories going out there stating that it was true, I was like, this is just heartbreaking. This is truly heartbreaking. And, you know, as I stated before, life is so short, man. You have to value every single moment that you are here on this earth, because you do not know when it's going to be it for you. When is that going to be your last moment, your last breath? I always tell people, because sometimes we're so busy complaining about life and stressing over the things that we go through, but we have so much to be grateful for, and that is being able to be alive and being able to breathe. And, you know, I always tell people, take your hand and put it over your heart, and every breath you take, every rise of the chest, every beat you hear from your heart, you should be grateful. You should be thankful. You know, you may not be where you want to be in life. You may not have the things that you desire to have, but just having life is such a precious thing. And again, my heart truly goes out to the victims, you know, that were involved in this crash. This is just, it's truly heartbreaking. It really is. Like, you know, I could only imagine as a mother if I was in this situation and something like this happened. So we're going to take a minute. We're going to get back to you. We're going to listen to a very legendary track from Puff Daddy, I'll Be Missing You. And this just goes out to all of the victims that were involved in this tragedy.
I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block of dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. Night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shopping new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
Yeah, man. My heart goes out again to the families that were lost during such a tragedy. You know, such a tragedy. You know, no one deserves to leave here like that. No one there's no right way to leave here, you know. It's just sad, you know, it's really sad that this happened. And the lessons that I've learned from this is to just make sure that every moment that I live on this earth, that I am creating value, you know, I am impacting lives, I am doing something positive that can leave behind memories that will last forever. This man truly impacted lives. He was involved in the community. And just to see, I was watching an interview where he was speaking about how people would approach him about when are you going to have a son, you know, to carry on your name for with basketball. And his daughter Gianna would let them know, like, hey, I got this, you know, and he started laughing. So, you know, to see somebody so young with dreams to be just like her father, to go as high as he went in his career. I know she would have been awesome in the WNBA, and that was her dream. That was things that she was working towards. And again, it's just really, really sad that this happened. My heart goes out to every family, you know, every family that was involved in that. You know, we can't blame I've seen stories going out saying, oh, well, you know, it's the pilot's fault and so forth. Man, you know, this is not a time to point fingers, to blame anybody. You know, things happen. People take chances. People take risks every day. And sometimes those risks, they may not turn out the way we expect them to when we take them, you know. But at the end of the day, somebody still lost a father, a brother, you know, an uncle, a son, you know. So my condolences to every family that was involved in this, you know. It's not a time to point fingers, and it's just been such a hectic day in the media industry behind this loss. Every basketball player, everyone has shared their words of condolences on what took place and just, you know, how they felt about it. Even Michael Jordan, he spoke out saying, I am in shock over the tragic news of Kobe's and Gianna's passing. Words can't describe the pain I'm feeling. I loved Kobe. He was like a little brother to me. We used to talk often, and I will miss those conversations very much. He also added that he was a fierce competitor, one of the greats of the game, and a creative force. Kobe was also an amazing dad who loved his family deeply and took great pride in his daughter's love for the game of basketball. So it's sad. It's really sad. So again, prayers go out to everyone involved, everyone affected, including Mamba Academy, who are definitely emotional following what had happened. Just prayers go out to everyone that this has impacted, and we will continue to remember Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and all of those who were lost during this tragic crash. And on that note, this is your girl, Tanisha Davis, signing off on Stardom 100 Radio. Be sure to follow the show on Instagram, Stardom 100 Radio, STARRDOM 100 Radio. Follow us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play. We're everywhere. Be sure to follow the show and keep up with what we have going on. And we're out.